Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I got produce today. You'll see it in the video, and here come the gnats. So we are going to make pumpkin spice cranberry bread, and this recipe makes 2 loaves. I am making these for 2 of my neighbors, and so yeah, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're a comer backer, thumbs up and shares help. So help this channel out, and maybe we can do something with it. I don't know anymore. So anyways, we are going to get started. I forgot to get the baking powder and baking soda, so let me get that. Soda. And the baking powder, and we'll need some salt. So first you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You want to grease 2 loaf pans, or you can do these as muffins. And so I got that done. You want 3.5 cups of unsifted all-purpose flour. I have that here in my fancy sour cream bowl. We are going to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda. I'm gonna sift it. Oh. It's because baking soda always has some lumps in it. Okay, there's our baking soda, and we are going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. And 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Sorry, I was looking at that. Well, no, did I add too much baking soda? 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Don't need that anymore. Going to mix that in well. Set that aside. We are going to add 2 2/3 cup of sugar and 1 cup of oil. And if you have a hand mixer, you can use that. I don't have one, so it's hand mixing for me. I have a KitchenAid. You want to beat that in. Okay. After that, beat sugar and oil, add eggs. So you want 4 eggs. Oh. And a 1/2 cup of water. And 1 can of pureed pumpkin. And we're going to beat that in. Oh, and in our flour mixture, we need to add 2 teaspoons of the pumpkin spice mixture. And that's the most important thing, right? So I have my pumpkin spice. If you don't have pumpkin spice, you can use 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of ground allspice. Okay, we got that in there. Don't forget the pumpkin spice. What did I do with that? Oh, I have to use a spoon. That mixed in. All right. Now to beat this in. Then I have some frozen cranberries. The amount you use is up to you. I'm going to use probably about 1 cup, or you can use the unsweetened dried cranberries. And if you wanted to, if you have some cranberry juice, you could soak them in some cranberry juice for a while, or just some water. And you can add a 1/2 cup to 1 cup of those. I mean, it depends on how many cranberries you want. For 1 loaf, I usually put about a handful. This is a basic pumpkin bread recipe that I have changed up for the pumpkin spice, era that we have been in for several years. So after you beat that in, you want to beat it well. We're going to gradually add our flour. Just mixy, mixy, mixy. Have y'all heard they're wanting to block the sun with sulfur dioxide, which if you look that up is known to cause heart failure, heart issues anyways. And then I haven't heard people talking much about the GMO mosquitoes that they've made, and it vaccinated. They had one that vaccinated a human. I'll put that story down below. Supposedly they're testing this for malaria. I mean, what could go wrong with that if they start deciding to vaccinate us with mosquitoes? Get this all in there. You don't want to overbeat it, and you don't want to add it all at once or it'll get lumpy. This will bake at 350 for 55 to 60 minutes, or until a toothpick in the center comes out clean. And then you will want to remove from the oven to a wire rack, cool for 10 minutes, and then after 10 minutes remove from the pans and let cool completely on wire racks. This is a nice holiday bread. If you have pumpkin spice fans, you can use fresh or frozen. I'm using frozen cranberries. And that is it. Around it with my spatula. It's been a busy morning already. Okay, now save your eggshells for your garden or your health or your dogs. And we're going to divide this evenly. Oh, hold on. We got to add the cranberries. So I'm going to add about a cup and see what that looks like. I love how cranberries look. They just look like jewels. Added about 2 3/4 cup. Make sure they're separated. You could add nuts to this as well. If you wanted to add nuts, you would add 1 cup of chopped pecans or walnuts. Or you could add, with the nuts, 1 cup of raisins. If you didn't have the cranberries, you can use raisins. You can use craisins. All that batter in there. And then I got to start my chicken and dumplings for dinner. It's a wee bit nipples out there today. Every time I get the dishes done, I dirty up another batch. And then once I get dinner started, I need to start my salsa and get it canned. That may or may not freeze tonight. So pick the bell peppers and jalapenos and get that done. So we're going to put this in the oven for 55 to 60 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean, and then I will show them to you when they come out. Okay, our toothpick came out clean, so we are going to get these out of the oven. We are going to let these cool on the rack for 10 minutes, and then I will remove them from the pans and let them cool on the rack until completely done, and then I will show you what they look like after I get them packaged up for the neighbors.